Alright.
Oh, I love that.
Good one.
Okay, so he comes back. I'm assuming I haven't missed anything important.
Oh, just my hat.
Your hat is wonderful.
I think so too. I put goggles on it.
He walks in with several guards at his back, each of which have a chest filled with 1,000 gold each.
Oh.
I'll take it.
Well, I would assume so.
No, we're gonna turn it down for charity.
Well, there
Well,
goes.
you are a paladin.
I'm a chaotic neutral paladin, thank you very much. I take that gold and I don't care.
The Help and Elf Foundation.
Hey, they are helping an elf. I'm half elf.
I'm half elf too.
See? It's helping me, and I'll at some point pay back or help Quill by not killing her violently.
At some point. Okay. Well, with that, you're all given. You're given the chests, and on top of each there is another badge on them. This should allow you within anywhere. This should allow you anywhere within our city. Just flash it. Do not abuse this power. I will revoke it, and the guards should not bother you. You now generally have authority over them.
Magnolia just kind of looks down and says, are me and my friend here supposed to share this?
Well, you can both wear it around both of your neck.
Oh, you can be like conjoined twins.
Like, get a long necklace.
Magno just kind of looks and says, you can have it. I'll take the gold.
Fair enough. Just kind of shrugs.
He probably has enough gold.
That's exactly what we were discussing when Paul walked away.
So, add 1,000 gold to our inventory.
Yep, I'll add 1,000 gold to your inventory.
I can get a shield, finally.
Yeah.
And I can afford something other than a workman's hammer for my main weapon.
Well, since you're all here and that problem is taken care of, there are a few other tasks I would like for you all to handle for me.
Of course. Just mention it.
Do tell.
There's some unrest within some of the villages. Namely, there's an issue with one of our fishing villages to the north. Tyler, you should remember this.
Shut up. No, you're not bringing him back. No. I don't have the strength to make him look bad.
Yes, me lord.
Oh, fuck.
I love that guy.
I'm gonna pet his bald head and make him feel very uncomfortable.
Oh my.
How do you know he doesn't have a thing for overgrown elves?
Well, I mean, Ernst apparently doesn't, so, Magno's gotta find someone.
Oh dear.
All right. So that uncomfortable image out of the way, and there's been talk about ritual murders, kidnapping, general unpleasantness, debauchery, cats and dogs living together.
Blood magic?
No, not blood magic.
What about a young boy that is an extremely powerful lich?
No.
Oh. Okay.
And apparently there's a wanted criminal out there. I didn't get a good description of him, but he appears to be of elven kind.
Magno just kind of...
We didn't get a name either.
I did not. I only got a rough description. Elf, brown hair, flowing robes.
Did we kill Mysterio?
I forgot his actual name, but it turns out it's not Mysterium, and no, you do not kill the wrestler Rey Mysterio.
Can kill any wrestler, apparently. But no, did we kill that elf?
The elf that you were dragging?
Yes. Well, Ernst was dragging.
Okay, that
Hang
Ernst
on.
was dragging.
I run back
Yes.
to the temple. Is he still rotting?
Yeah, speaking of which, did we notice any rotting corpses while we were there?
Oh my god, that's right. You just left him there.
Yes, I just left him there. Was he still rotting?
Yes.
Okay. I go back to the I go back to the palace then.
I recognize the description of the elf with the long brown hair and flowing robes.
Hey, guess what? You do.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know who it is. I think. Wait, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It is who you think it is.
Mag. Magnolia is very smiley.
Zach, he's a Lego maniac.
Oh my god, I know that video.
It's a really old commercial.
Oh god. Oh god, I just remembered it. Why?
Magnolia looks at looks at Dardish and says, "So you say there are heretics there?"
There are worshippers of water serpents there, yes.
Well, now I'm uninterested. Can I burn them?
I don't care what you do with them, the more they're dead the better.
I have to agree with this. They're annoying.
As I say, technically we haven't fought any, but okay.
Just to be clear, we're not killing the serpent, just the followers, right?
Well, if you can kill the serpent, then I will reward you very handsomely. You all have lordships of your own.
Magnolia kind of pipes up at the idea and says, "How does the serpent taste?"
It's begun again.
No, that was a legitimate question.
No one knows because they're from the elemental plane of water.
Oh.
When they die, their body turns toxic.
Okay, so we can't cook it up. Hey, that's a legitimate
Well-
question.
Actually, there's a spell for that.
Magnolia looks at her and says, "Good to know," and pats him on the head.
First, no.
First, yes.
We are not encouraging this.
Magnolia starts writing down his notes for a cookbook.
Question.
Answer. He doesn't say that.
I will laugh at it. The more of these heretics that we slay, is that going to piss the serpent off? And does he have the capability to come on land?
Potentially it could.
Is the serpent weak to anything?
The serpent is essentially a god. There are three that dwell the oceans.
Well, I think, if you don't mind my interjecting, I believe water serpents are weak to grass attacks.
Ah, you're right.
Or electric.
God
Yeah,
damn.
that's true.
Oh,
So we need electrified vines. Got it.
genius.
My fire damage is ineffective. I guess I should stay back.
Venusaur, do a solar blast at him.
Solar beam.
For reference, I do
Oh.
know how Pokemon.
DM is suffering.
Wait, can I use this sun as a solar beam?
Do you have a magnifying glass?
No, but I can get one with 1,000 gold.
You just get like a Hubble telescope lens. And shine it.
Okay, but you have to wait a turn.
Oh my god.
What have I done?
Paul, you've encouraged it.
What have I done?
So in all reality, in all seriousness, is solar beam effective against this thing?
No.
No.
Wait. What's weak against dragon? Or what's dragon type weak to?
Fairies.
Ice and dragon.
More
Fairies.
dragon.
Poor dragon.
And ice.
That's right.
Magno just kind of
Right. It is weak to ice.
Magno just kind of looks out and says, "If we can find a fairy."
Okay, a grass fairy. Grass fairy. Oh, a dryad. We need a dryad.
Conversation going on in character.
Yes.
Everyone's huge Pokemon fans. Don't you know? All of our characters just play Pokemon the whole way here.
Did Paul just leave?
Yes.
Yes! Okay, we succeeded.
Finally. It took 3 characters, but we were able to succeed.
We have driven him from the room with nonsense.
So does that mean I get to be the DM now?
So if we
No.
find a dryad, dryad is the best option. Okay, because it's clearly a water dragon type. So,
I'm a fire fairy, so it doesn't really work out in this case.
hmm.
The main problem being it's also.
I think
dry.
I'm pretty sure I'd be fire dark.
Well,
I
Quill,
think I'm just normal type.
Alright,
Uh,
the best way to kill a god is to kill its followers.
Magno looks about and says, well, what about a paladin that's able to slay it?
You think you can
Goodbye.
kill it?
Well, I mean, theoretically, if I can convince my god to bless me with the ability, I might be able to.
Dardishio speaks up. You don't seem to understand the power. You don't seem to understand the orientation of power. There are the mortal gods, the gods of the mortal races such as elves, humans, dwarves. Then there are the draconic gods, and above them are the elder gods.
So I need to make my god more powerful than his by killing it.
That's not
So-
quite how that works.
So these serpents are elder gods, you're saying?
They're stronger than the mortal gods.
So they'd be up to draconic god level at the very least.
Yes.
I still say
Well,
we could kill it. We
Out
kill.
of character curiosity, is the theoretically mentioned great old one of the elder gods, or is he above the elder gods?
No, these aren't great old ones. These are. Oh, you. Okay. Technically, it's above them.
That's what I thought. Great old ones tend to be.
Max.
Magno just kind of looks at it and says, what if we can convince all the heretics to follow my god? Then I shouldn't have as much of a problem killing the damn thing. Between all of us, we might be able
Oh,
to.
I'm sure that'll be very easy.
So,
I just
my
don't
next
think it's
thing-
wise.
So what you're
Yes.
suggesting is a crusade.
Pedophilia.
Crusade against it, yes.
Okay, because
can't
it would be
swim in
recruiting
the
people
armor.
who are actually interested in that.
Well, if we can convince these followers to follow my own god, then this serpent would be weakened. As you said, that if you kill, or if you take away its worshippers, the god weakens. Therefore, if they transfer, then now my god is stronger. I am hopefully more blessed in that fact, and theoretically, then we can slay it.
I can't swim in me plate armor. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if it can fly, if it
Period.
can move on
Pipes up.
land.
I can't swim. Period.
Aye, so I have to go swimming on my own.
Bronze
I
cap.
can-
What is the biggest
Really, woman?
I wasn't talking about that kind. Shut up.
Okay.
bronze cap? Sorry, not bronze cap. What's your name now?
Deathner.
Deathmere. What is your biggest bomb you can make?
Oh, bombs, people make them all the time. Big.
Hmm.
Big. I once heard that the gnomes could build steamships. How interesting would it be to use a steamship as a bomb?
It would be interesting.
What have you done?
Well, in any case, Magno looks at the Dardish and says, I think we can find a way to take care of your problem.
Very well. Either.
And again, what's the reward if we kill one of these things? You said lordship. Does that come with anything else?
Lordship is not big enough for you.
Magno
Lands,
smiles.
settlement?
Huh?
Lands, your own settlement.
How about a church?
Well, if it's on your lands, I assume you could.
So
make sure.
you're saying we get a fiefdom, pretty much.
Essentially.
Okay.
Magno just kind of smiles. I think I'm going to build a church to my god in these lands that is big enough to rival any.
Tis a
Very well.
noble
What you do with your land is your prerogative.
So, fizz up. We kill the god and we convert its followers. Simple
I
enough.
was suggesting it the other way around, but yes.
I mean, if I can kill it with my own two hands, I think they'll be easier to sway. But, I mean, if you want to do it the complicated way, we can.
That's actually the way that will probably ensure us to live longer because you do not attack the god directly. I stand very strongly by this.
I'm gonna agree with.
I have
His
few
thought.
principles, but I stick to them.
Sounds like you've dealt with someone who's gone against them before. I wonder who that could be.
That's a mystery.
Magno looks at Dardisha and says, "So, do you have any weapons that you could, loan us, or anything that you'd be willing to loan us in the quest to take down this god and its followers?"
I'm not certain I have a weapon that can actually cause harm to a god, other than my own, and I would not give that to anyone.
Well, do you happen to have something better than a working hammer?
Of course, I'm certain if you go down into the temple below, they'll be able to give you a weapon to combat these these other dragon worshippers.
Magno smiles and says, "All right, fist bump. Can we kill it?"
Probably not.
Can we die trying?
Yes, you
I'd
can.
rather not do that.
I second that one.
Oh, you lot are no fun. What's the point in the Holy Crusade if you don't get to kill or get a few people dying?
Being holy?
You know, successful.
Holiness comes in death. Or is that sainthood? One of the two.
That's Saint. That's definitely Saint.
Just like Quill just kind of squints and is like, I'm not religious, but I don't think that's how that works.
I kind of have to think on this one a little bit. Maybe we should just deal with the followers and move on.
Followers first. Let's go to this town.
Followers and a bounty.
Okay.
Alright. As that part of the meeting comes to a conclusion, he waves the group off, allowing them to go wherever they please, including to the temple with the heretic that people are interested in now.
Well, I'm not. I have other things to take care of.
You do have other. What other things do you have to take care of?
I have to deal with the other people in the house.
The gnome is going to start writing plans in Fizzbopian.
Wait. Can anybody other than Fizzbop read Fizzbopian?
It can.
Okay. As long as we have a second person to translate, just to make sure, it's rather useful. Gotta make sure she's not making it up as she goes, that she actually has a plan written down.
Okay. Yeah, I have to take care of the other people on my hit list.
Ah,
Need help?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I think Fizzbop would want to go with Ernst in that case.
Ernst.
Hmm?
You were asked a question.
I was? I didn't hear it.
Do you need help?
I wouldn't say no, but I don't know how helpful it would be. I have this plan worked out fairly well, but there's always the possibility of a snag. And for that, contingencies are always welcome. So sure, tag along.
I'd hate to
But it
lose
won't
our
be
own
pretty.
surfer.
Me too.
I'll warn you, it ain't gonna be pretty.
Well, we did just witness some horrible things.
And no one's in
you
mourning.
died once. Might as well do it again.
All right. Well, that settles it. We're going with Ernst.
Okay.
Magno's going to the temple.
Oh lord.
I just want the weapon. I don't care about anything else.
All right. You're able to go down there so long as Magno can avoid making the same mistakes that another much less intelligent dwarf did.
I was gonna say, I have an 18 in intelligence. I don't think I'm gonna be making those mistakes.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm also got an 18 in wisdom, so...
Okay, well I have an 18 int, so I guess we're mental equals technically.
How does that make you feel that, a character like this is the equal of your own? Especially figuring his, dynasty.
We'll see how well it works out.
When you get down there, you're able to get a +1 warhammer.
Yes. I'm keeping my workman hammer though.
I mean, all it takes is, hey, I want to kill members of the heretic church. Okay, here you go. Have fun.
Magnum's gonna
Happy
tell him that
birthday.
he's gonna go kill the god itself.
Yeah, if he gets told that, they're gonna laugh at him and still give him his weapon.
No, he's still gonna take the weapon.
Okay. I'm assuming that you're joining with everybody else now as they're on their way to take care of this thing.
Yes, and he'll continue to pat Ernest on the head,
Okay.
demeaning him.
Roughly 4 hours later, Magnol rejoins the group.
Okay. All right. So I assume then we go to the Rogan house.
Okay.
House Rogan, correct?
All right. It's in the Noble district. Stone's old friend. If you ask him where it is, he'll point you in the direction.
Took me a second to figure out who you were talking about.
Mr. hides behind the bars.
Okay.
Oh, right. Well, speaking of which,
That
I
was
need to
fun.
stop by the warden's office at some point too. I just
Yeah,
grab all the bounties.
Just grab all of them. There's no work for anybody else.
Well, at least copy down all of them.
No. You said you take them. You take
Fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna finish them all.
them. All right. Well, you
I got
grab...
evil with smite.
What'd you know?
Light of judgment.
Okay, so I assume what I'm picturing is like smooth cobblestone streets, well-kept gardens, wrought iron fences and gates.
Essentially, that's what this is. The house that you're being led to. Now that the sun is starting to set, there are a few guards kind of wandering around.
Mm-hmm.
Lanterns have been lit.
Okay, so it's getting dark.
Yeah, it's getting dark.
Okay. All right, and I assume that I have my poisons with me that I made, right?
I'm assuming so.
Okay. Yes. Bottled them up and got them with me. And here's our Chekhov's gun. Remember that box that I picked up in session 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the rock that I picked up in session 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, both of those are coming out now.
Goody.
Okay. So, I made 2 poisons, an ingestible poison, and I made a contact poison, which took about 4 hours to act. Those were the 2 I made in the last session before we left Okarthel. Okay, so I'm going to take the contact poison, and note that I'm wearing my gloves and being careful. I can take 10 or take 20 if necessary,
Okay.
if I need to, just to be extra careful. And I'm going to coat the rock in the contact poison.
Okay.
I'm going to put the rock in the box. And then I'm going to cast Disguise Self.
All right.
And I'm going to disguise myself as a short, cheesy-looking human, like a used car salesman, pretty much.
So Negan.
So what?
Jedi mind tricks do not work on me.
No, Negan, looking dead. He was a used
Oh.
car salesman.
Oh,
Gotcha.
God damn
Okay.
it.
So, I'm actually... Okay. I'll have to run in just a minute or two, but I'll be back in just a minute after that. So, anyway. Actually, it's probably best if I don't start this. I will be back in just, like, 3 minutes. I'm sorry about this obligation.
No worries.
Okay, that's fine.